I'm gonna show y'all here how you read live data. Alright, now here, this is why I recommend when you scan your vehicle, like I always told you guys, make sure you replace the fuel pump. Especially if a vehicle got over 150 to 200K on it. Now this truck is storing a code for a fuel pressure sensor, as you can see right here. Fuel rail pressure sensor A circuit high. Alright. Now this sensor is cheap. You can get this sensor for like anywhere from $10 to $25, $30, Depending on what grade where you want to go back with Ford Motorcraft, which I recommend Motorcraft because it's probably gonna be the best sensor to get. That probably run you around $70. But you can get a generic brand, for around 10 or $15. But I recommend Motorcraft. That's just me. Put Motorcraft back in it. All right, now here what I'm about to state here, guys, is this said PO 193. All right, and it's got other codes. It's no big deal about the shift solenoid. That ain't nothing. No big deal to me. But the one I'm more concerned about is the PO 193. Now this one is a fuel pressure sensor A circuit high. Now I recommend change that sensor, but also I recommend change the fuel pump. The reason why, a weak faulty fuel pump can also cause this sensor to, also get this code saying for this sensor. So if your fuel pump, cause I felt this one jerk a little bit at times. So if your fuel pump is weak or slightly weak, it'll set the code right here because the air and fuel ratio is not mixing correctly. So that can be either the sensor itself, and it also could be you have a weak fuel pump. So like I always state, that's why I stated in my previous video, I recommend you change the fuel pump if a vehicle have over 150K to 200,000 miles. I would just change the fuel pump. That just means because you don't know what it's been through, and that's a lot of miles to be on one fuel pump. You'll feel a whole lot better riding around with a brand new fuel pump than one that got 150 to 200K on it. That's just my theory. Cause I tell you now, a fuel pump can put you down anywhere. Stoplight, to a store, the mall, restaurant, out on a date. And that's a bad feeling. You're on a date and the fuel pump put you out. And you can be put down anywhere. So I recommend when you get codes like this, and that's for anybody, when you get a PO 193, change the fuel pump first and then go at the sensor. Especially if you got over 150 to 200K. Change the fuel pump. You'll feel better anyway. Because you think about it, that's a lot of miles on a fuel pump. Because like I said, a fuel pump can kick out anywhere. And nothing like just regular maintenance at just changing, putting a new fuel pump in it. It ain't hard to do most cars, So that's why I said, when you get a code like this, it could be two things. It could be the sensor itself, or it could be the fuel pump getting weak. So the best to change the fuel pump and the sensor. That way you're guaranteed cross them out. So there you have it, man. I'm gonna show you guys here how I do how you can read you can view live data on this thing. Let's see. Can you do live data? Yeah, I think you can view freeze frame. See right here, it's almost like live data right here. I got a scan too that does live data too. I got about 5 or 6 of them. I got some more expensive ones, and I got cheaper grade ones. As you can see, you scroll through, telling you about the shift, map sensor, and all that stuff. Spark. It tell you a lot of stuff though, for it to be a handheld scan too. EGR, warm-ups, evap emission system, Calais converter, I mean, it tell you a lot of stuff. I mean, just for the price of 14, 15 bucks, fuel system 1, it tell you fuel system 2, NA, DTC, freeze frame, PO193 was caught in the freeze frame, as you can see right there. Fuel pressure sensor. So, I recommend us change the fuel pump and the sensor. That's just me. Till next time, I'm out of here. Peace.